Here we have a player who tends to lose his balance falling toward the golf ball, and you see it especially there in the finish. He's really moving certainly away from the red line. Now, in terms of our Swing Catalyst 3D motion plate, if we look at the horizontal forces that are heel to toe as well as vertical, we can see what's happening here. So here in the green graph, when you see the graph dip down here, these are forces that are pushing you towards your heels. And then when it pops up here, 32 pounds per square foot, forces pushing him towards his toes. Now this player also exhibited pretty low vertical forces, as well as 3 peaks instead of 1 sharp peak just prior to impact. So we gave him a drill here where he's quite literally just jumping off the mat like you might see in some of the long drive competitions. And if you look at the forces that are going along with that, let's start up here with the toe to heel forces. You'll see his left heel land. He gets a little spike up above, and then very much so is pushing back towards his heels. And that's why, since he's pushing in this direction, he flies in that direction. All right. Now at the same time here in the vertical peaks, you can see he went from 130% to 210%. So a massive increase during this drill. So let's take a look at how this turned into his new golf swing. And we'll give that same tush line on here for a little perspective. And so as we saw in many of his swings, you see the left heel hit, you see a little bit of spike. And then he still gets some forces here going toward the heels, although much lower, 32 pounds down to 24. You definitely see a big change in the vertical force graph with a much more singular peak and definitely peaking at a much better time. And the peak amount went from 130 to 166. And that shows up here, and certainly his finish position looking nice, tall, balanced, and in control.